Why, hello everyone! Welcome back to another video by me 42 Fence here. Today I am showing off some 101st Airborne. I've been playing that a lot these days. Just because of this map in particular, Urban Frontlines. It's very infantry oriented, so I've just been playing, mostly infantry oriented decks. Trying to get a good handle on it. Try and maybe like develop some strategies, because like I'm kind of like just an absolute clueless monkey playing for like this middle part here. I absolutely hate this map so much. It's not a very good 1v1 deck. There's so many high-rise buildings and stuff. It just is like no tank gameplay. It's just infantry. You can play like a little bit on like the sides and whatnot, but like just because there's 3 points all in the middle, it like heavily favors like airborne forward apply. Like 35Y on this map is like pretty impossible to like kill. Bit lame, but yeah. So lately I've just kind of like been thinking of like a strategy of how to play it. Mostly it just involves completely ignoring these fucking flanks. And just pretty much all inning for Charlie, because that's just kind of how like the map has like been going. Because of these points, they're all relatively like close by to each other to the middle. It just sort of makes sense to just only play for the middle. Like it just takes forever to get out here into these flanks. And then they're just like, they're so way out there. Like it's so easy to snipe things on the road. Like, ay. I don't know, but I think I would like this map a lot better if these points just weren't here. That or if like this was a 2-pointer and this was a 2-pointer. But anyway, though, that's enough of me ranting about the map. Here I am playing against Feng. I think I've played him before, but he's probably Chinese or something, So here I am showing off what I want to do. So just got like 2 30 cals, and then some MP, M67, and then a bunch of dragons ones, double vet, fire team, and then a stinger, and a tank, and then 2 chaparrals, and a tank over there, and then just the Delta and the Aero Scouts, and that's just gonna go in these buildings and whatnot, and then just like a dragon team on the flanks. This poor guy is he's trying to heli rush me at the start. That's pretty cool. That's not something you see a whole lot on this map, and that's mostly because it's a very, very bad idea. This map doesn't favor using choppers like at all. It's just there's too many places to like shove a stinger like a man-pad into. So like, and then you can just duck behind all these buildings. Like it's just chopper rushing that never really pays for itself all that well. Yeah, so now I just hide behind the buildings. Hey, what? Anyway, now we're getting into position here. We're zooming in. Takes a little bit of fire, but decides to back off once he sees all my troops deploying. Smart on him because there's a stinger. But yeah, pretty casual start to this game so far. I'm just sort of letting him have like a nice little bit of a tick here, because I'm always slow to cap. That's just how she be. I think winning to just like capping first is kind of like real lame. But yeah, he decides to push forward his infantry here. I'm just kind of, open up with everything I got. His attack heli over here has been a little bit of a pain, but it's out of missiles now. Just doing some pretty good smite micro. You don't see this a whole lot, by the way, is somebody attempting to HEGM duel on this map. This is like the worst map to HEGM duel on, because you could just micro in and out of line of sight of buildings. Like it's not an IFE map like at all. It's a heavy tank map, not gonna lie. But you gotta use them like very reserved, because there's so many HEGMs everywhere from like the buildings. But yeah, so he brings out a cluster here. Absolutely smokes and wipes out my tank. But I went ahead and killed the tank. Goes ahead and bombs my other chaparral, but my chaparrals kill that one. So I I don't know. It's kind of like an even trade in the end, I think. I'm kind of like disengaging a little wee bit, putting my boys on return fire. He brings up some heavy artillery and starts punishing me. It's kind of annoying. But just bring up some choppers. I can't really see the AA very well, so it just comes up and like smokes my Cobras, and it's like, oh shit! I guess there's an OSA there. He's gonna try and get his CV into the corner, but Toe 2 has something to say about that. This is why I like 101st, especially on this map. I got something like 9 Toe 2s in my fucking deck. Just in terms of the infantry squad variants. So I can camp in buildings with Toe 2s all day long. Catch out his OSAs over here on the open as he tries to advance onto this left side here. So I'm able to clean those up pretty nicely. But yeah, losing my my Toe Cobras here, not going very well. Hemorrhaged quite a bit of chappers. I'm gonna get this guy back in time here before he gets smoked by the artillery. And I'm just sort of like cleaning up a large part of his infantry now. I'm steadily advancing. I kind of want to like funnel my way into this point over here. He just overextended way too much with the IFVs into the ATGMs and the Dragons and the MP7s. Not MP7s. M67s. So I got a pretty good tempo control here. Double MP are definitely putting in the work. I'm able to make a lot of ground and maneuver a lot with the infantry, just because they are so cheap and reliable. I don't really care that they nerfed them from 6 to 4. I'm still going to take 2 cards of them with Double Venom. I think it's very much so the meta in terms of infantry quality is double MP and 2 cards of them if you can, really. He's went ahead and take this point over here. I don't know how this fucking thing, it did like 3 passes onto this MI-24P, and I just couldn't kill it with its 10% ECM. Absolutely ridiculous, I must say. I was a little bit frustrated and pissed that lived, but slowly making steady ground over here. Also because of the pseudo recon on these units, I absolutely love them. He's making a good counterattack into here. I'm going to start trying to pull back my boys into a better defensive position where it's mostly just an infantry engagement and not having IFV support like shot up my ass. But I'm clearing my way through here pretty nicely. Not a whole lot. He's going to bring up some 30 mils, but the IP will say something about that. I'll bring up an IP over for this flank too to try and put some pressure and give some fire support for taking it back as I bring up a DAP and a Blackhawk. But like I was saying, he's overextending though into here with the mortars. I just got these bad boys on like fire at will. So they're doing a lot of suppression damage, and I'm just pulling back from here too. I don't actually like need to engage this right now. Like I need this tank. I'll reroute it from over here to over here because I really need it to stem the IFE and the infantry push, because I will not engage that if I don't have tanks of my own. It's just like losing free units and HP for no reason, you know. But I try to get in here, pick up a chaparral, so that'll chase that away so I can get this bad boy in there. Oh yeah, and then I've overextended to the double Igla here in the fucking fighter, so at least I'm able to clean up and get a good idea of what's in here with the Blackhawk, and I can see that there's generally just not a whole lot there, so I don't have to overinvest and worry too much about that. Knock out his helicopters over here, as he brought up a recon one as well. So I'm just kind of like advancing into here now, as he's like trying to advance into here. It's pretty funny. It's good old simultaneous attacking on the flanks here and then in the middle. It's kind of one of the reasons I really liked this game and really enjoyed it, was just because of all the simultaneous attacking. I really need supply though for a lot of my stuff, and I'm just not like microwing my stuff very well. I'm really focused on just trying to get my own point lead here. Yeah, I get tired of the Igla there because it kills like my chopper, so I go ahead and bomb it. But I didn't expect a Tunguska over there, so I don't micro it wide or nothing like I probably should have. So that just fucking dies on its first bombing run, which is like tragic. But yeah, I'm just sort of like hanging back and just building up now, and now he's kind of like overextending a bit as he's no longer reinforcing, mostly focusing on this, pulling back his IFV support and whatnot. This is going to trigger me to do a counterattack with my tank here, and I'm about ready to pull on in him from each flank. Bring up the bomber, yeah. Luckily that one survives. He pulled the Tunguska way far back. Some good old fighter engagements, but that doesn't go anywhere. He's constantly being a pain in the ass with this 122 mil. Killed one of my mortars, but oh, we missed it over here. Absolutely beautiful engagement by him, I must say. So I just sort of like left my command tank here. Probably should have like pulled it back and microed it or whatnot, because he brings up an IZD and he goes ahead and he like uses like an engagement duel, and I actually favored pretty well in that. But he brings up the BMP2 from behind, and he smoked us off. But when the smoke cleared, I just got pincered from both sides, and then the IZD just fucked me up pretty good. I probably should have been microing it better behind this building, as it's just sort of like hanging out in the open. But anyway, oops. So that's kind of like my my attack into here, pretty much well thwarted. He's got a CV coming up, so like my tick didn't last too long. Bit unfortunate, but I'm cleaving my way through the middle here pretty effectively. I'm gonna pull back all my troops from here and try to reconsolidate into the middle position again. Desperately needing supply, but yeah, it was unfortunate that he did this counterattack over here, because it really gutted him in the middle here. I'm almost on top of the the artillery. It's pretty funny. Not a whole lot in the flanks over here. Just really chill. Not a whole lot in this flank either. He'll start bringing up guys, yeah. Rip. Because of all the tote teams and whatnot, and the high rises, I can see generally pretty far, you know, and I'm able to punish a lot. He'll be constantly trying to like arty my stuff in the buildings, but I'll just keep bringing out more, you know. Pretty pivotal tank engagement here. Just trying to take on my stunned Abrams tank, but I bring up my other one, but unfortunately it misses. But Toe from the building has something to say about that. As I'm getting my fucking tanks beat, but yeah. I try to disengage from this because I realized that just pulling back and then healing and getting like my regen back would be pretty good. I got a lot of forces here. Unfortunately, though, he's gonna do what he did earlier, and that's buy a fucking cluster and HE, and the man is going for them. I should have split them back, reversed one over here, reversed one over here, because they were like right on top of each other. Get my ass absolutely bombed to hell right there. That was really brutal for only like losing the cluster, but I got another one of his tank shot over here. I didn't see where it was specifically. But the TOW 2s, once again, were moving up. And they sniped another IZD over here. Or is it over there? I don't know. Yeah, there's the IZD. It just got sniped. He's got, like, no recon. It's kind of a bad thing about this map is you really need recon. Especially infantry recon. Like, heli recon is kind of useless. Yeah. He's trying to like resupply, but like the TOW 2s. I also get pretty sick of his artillery, so I go ahead and like I buy one of my own fucking artillery pieces. And he tries to make a push over here across the open with superior RPO, but bunches them up, so we snipe those. I'm gonna start trying to like build up a little bit of a push to scout ahead and like maybe take this point and see what's there. I'm getting tired of like trying to headlong my way in through here, but obviously, apparently, I could actually just steamroll through here. I didn't realize that there wasn't a whole lot. Like, this is more than enough. But anyway. Able to get that back in time. Nice and slow game. So this is pretty something wild that's about to happen here. So you see this bad boy aiming. I put him on counter battery, right? And like what? Like what? What? Right? I mean, that's wild. I've never had it like actually kill an artillery piece in one salvo. That is absolutely wild in terms of just like the RNG for that to happen. Because that thing was like armored. Maybe Buddy just had it too close to the front line, but yeah, that's not good. I tried to advance through here a little bit. I probably could have just like zoomed into here now that I realized that there's nothing there. I gotta stop playing like a little bit too consolidated and maybe use these Humvees to like sacrificially scout. Or the mules, I mean. I got a big buildup of forces over here though. I kind of want to take this point. I really want this point. Oh, another big thing over here. You just had like a fighter loitering in the back line. Well, I just sent 2 fighters on my own around, and then we just went ahead and killed that. He noticed it right in time for him to put it this way, for my fucking eagle to get onto the back of it and just murder it. So that's pretty funny. Ah, yes. So here comes the good old chopper rush. So I see this Tunguska, right? So just go ahead and remove the Tunguska. If it didn't die, I was just fire positioning with the F-15, so we would ground strafe it and kill it. But anyway, we rapidly overwhelmed this position. Gonna go ahead and bring up a CV command over there real quick. But yeah, that was pretty wild. He puts up a defense over here. Once again, though, just getting his ass kicked by all the ATGMs in the buildings. I overextend a bit with this one. I probably should have been smoke microing a bit, putting down some smoke, but I kind of forgot about it as I'm too busy with this over here. Kind of grabbed one of my toes in the building, but that's all right. Yeah. Oh, I put the thing on counter battery, right? So because he fired his grad and it didn't move it right away, my artillery piece actually wipes that. Like, what? Absolutely wild. It's a good thing I put this bad boy on like return fire, not return fire, counter battery, because I was able to snipe that grad. That's pretty epic. So yeah, so I'm kind of just swinging over my choppers in the middle here, gonna build up, and then I'm gonna buy like some more arrow scouts, and I'm kind of gonna do the exact same thing that I did on this side, right on over onto this side here, because I kind of need a bigger tick right now, because we're kind of running out of time in this game. I didn't really want to keep like dicking around over here. There's just so much open ground and territory to cross. It's just like it's just easier to do it with choppers on the flanks. So I sent the UH-60 supply to scout ahead and see what was here, and I seen that there was no AA. So this pretty much just gives me the green light to just sort of like zerg my way in here. I unfortunately overextend a bit with this one. I assumed this stupid fucking Kiowa would kill this BMP-2 before it killed my aero scouts in the fucking Blackhawk, but apparently not. So that just dies. Absolutely tragic. I could have been pushing over these guys from this flank, but whatever. Bringing up more TOW-2s, because he's like killing the majority of my TOW-2s. As they're still like absolutely beating up his his ICDs. Unfortunately, I think I still have like plenty of TOW-2s still. I haven't even brought out like any of the Jeep variants. I've barely touched my like dragon card. So that's a pretty good engagement. I see there's a Tunguska over here, so that's a bit scary. I'm just gonna constantly keep trying to like maintain a cap though with the fighters. Really need this CV to get landed and start capping. And then once I get these two flanks here, I'm pretty much just gonna try to like fall all in for the fucking middle here, and then push in from the flanks, and then yeah. But I see this Tunguska out in the open again, so I go ahead and kill that. I micro it this way, away from the middle, but there's got two fucking Tunguskas over here. So those just go ahead and like murder my fucking Phantom there. But unfortunately he surrenders here, so the game's gonna end because he realizes that with the +3 here, 14 minutes and like 13 minutes, like I'm gonna win pretty convincingly here. And he hasn't been able to like make any ground like at all from like since the start of the game. That's just kind of the name of the game. Like the center here is just way too hard to like push into once you lose tempo. And I've been like stocking up all my guys with supply and whatnot, ready for a counter attack to just like fall all in, push across. I just need like tanks. I don't have any tanks on the field at the moment, but eventually we will. But yeah. Anyway, though, hope you guys enjoyed that game. I know I didn't really like cover it very well, but this is a pretty hard map to cover. There's a lot of stuff going on in. It's not like your average map where everything just plays to like the one zone, you know. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then it's just gonna start smoking off his IFBs once again if he ever actually did try to make like a concentrated attack. It's a rough map. But yeah, the Totsus, you know, murdering the Tunguskas, the BMPs, you know, the IZD, and then these double fed MP, just doing in the work, you know. Or Totus paying for themselves. It's such a shame I kept getting these bombed, like all my tanks bombed. I was doing a really good tank micro control anyway, but there's nothing you can do about the planes after they buffed them. These good old SU-24s, they're really good now. They're like on par with like an F-16 now, I want to say, or even like better maybe. I don't know, but they don't have missiles, so not better. But yeah, you get the general gist. The absolute hero that is this 155, you know. Some good stuff. Yeah, nothing happened for the first 5 minutes. That's so funny. But then, yeah. It's just the stupid planes that were messing me up tempo-wise. I would have just steamrolled them if you didn't have the planes. But anyway, though, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Yeah.